kratos है जो हर बार एनिमीज को गिरा देता है। जैसे हमने गिरा दिया इस ड्रैगन को, इसकी सही जगह दिखा दी हमने इसको। हाँ, अभी पड़ा हुआ है। ओके, हेलो गाइस, वेलकम बैक टू द चैनल। मैं उम्मीद करता हूँ आप सब लोग ठीक होंगे। तो लास्ट पार्ट में हमने इस बॉस को डिफीट किया था और हमारे पास एबिलिटीज आई। सिंदरी को हमने बचा लिया, तो इसने हमें उसके बदले कुछ दिया, जैसे कि हमें ग्रीन एरोज मिल गई एट्रियस के पास। उससे हमने दरवाज़ा यहाँ पे था वो भी खोल दिया। तो अभी चले जाते हैं, हमारा पार्ट स्टार्ट करते हैं जो कि है पार्ट 6। उम्मीद करता हूँ आप सब लोग ठीक होंगे, वीडियोस अच्छी लग रही होंगी
Feels like
हमारी।
it wasn't that long ago we were hunting deer. Now we fought dark elves,
चलिए जाते हैं अभी।
trolls, and ogres, and a dragon. I feel like we could be anything now.
We win because we are determined, disciplined, not because we feel ourselves superior.
Sure, I know. It's just, it feels good to be strong, you know?
Yes, I know.
Bring him down!
ओके, तो
Did it.
ये उसके अंदर गया था।
There we go. Oh, I'm gonna like this. Strange though, that one didn't completely blow up. That crystal, I shot it once, but it's glowing again.
अभी तक हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया हो तो चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कीजिए, लाइक कीजिए और शेयर कीजिए अपने दोस्तों के साथ। ओके, तो चलो जाते हैं अभी ऊपर। इससे अंदर जाएंगे, यहाँ से कुछ लेंगे। आ जाओ मेरे बच्चे, अभी चलते हैं ऊपर, बहुत काम बाकी है।
You're not looking good!
ये ओपन नहीं होगा। मर गया बस। और इसके साथ हमारे पास अभी एक दूसरा पजल है।
I will never get tired of shattering this.
तो यहाँ पे एक और दूसरा पजल है। फ्लड पड़ा हुआ है, स्क्रीन को क्रॉस करना बहुत अच्छे।
How'd I do?
Better.
एक चीज़ है यहाँ पे, उसको खोलेंगे पहले। ओके, तो कर दिया। अभी दो और रहते हैं ना।
Here. Boy.
Yes, sir. This is good to know. It's getting colder. We must be near the top. Not long now, Mom.
एक सेकंड पीछे जाते हैं फिर से। शायद हम कुछ मिस कर रहे हैं। वहाँ पे ऊपर ब्रिज था, वो मैंने नहीं किया। तो वापस जाते हैं, वहाँ पे वो ब्रिज को ऊपर करते हैं, ऊपर चढ़ते हैं, क्या होता है ऊपर।
Atreus, to me.
क्या निकल गया। ओके, एक यहाँ पे दो हो गए, तीसरा बाकी है। तीसरा कहाँ पे हो सकता है। इस साइड पे जाते, पता नहीं, इस साइड में भी हो सकता है। देखते हैं क्या होता है।
so close now.
Your quiver.
Strap broke when we fought the dragon. It's alright. I can hold it.
Stop.
ओके, तो ये अभी हम माउंटेन पे पहुंच गए। सॉरी, वो दरवाज़ा खोल दिया तो रिडल सॉल्व नहीं कर पाए। इसको बाद में फिर करेंगे सॉल्व।
Broken quiver will slow your draw. Pain we endure. Faulty weaponry we do not. This will do for now. Good?
Good.
Go. Steady, boy. Mind your footing.
I'm ready! I'll knock him down!
Well done.
Phew. Tough stuff.
ओके, जिसका मैं बहुत टाइम से इंतज़ार था। माउंटेन बस थोड़ा देर रहते हैं अभी। Let's go.
You hear those voices too, right?
Yes. Be silent.
You know why we're managed to loosen your tongue.
That sounds like the same man who came to our house. You said you killed him.
Shh.
I see you brought company this time. Must be important if the sons of Thor deign to grace me with their presence. Tell me, you two still tripping over yourselves to impress Daddy?
The tattooed man. Tracks show he now travels with a child. Where would they go next?
Why would I know that?
You're the smartest man alive, aren't you?
Smarter than all the dead ones, too.
You help me, I help you. Tell me where they are, and I'll talk to Odin.
Your father won't let me go, Balder, and he won't let you kill me. You have nothing to offer me, so take your questions, take your threats, take these two worthless wankers, and piss off!
When no one's looking, we'll be back for your other eye.
Don't you forget, we're everywhere.
We really are, aren't we?
Okay, by
The very topic of conversation. A tattooed man traveling with a child.
Boy, check their path. Make sure we're all alone.
But we just saw them leave.
Do as I say.
He doesn't know what you are.
And I would keep it that way. Who are you?
Me? I'm the greatest ambassador to the gods, the giants, and all the creatures of the Nine Realms. I know every corner of these lands, every language spoken, every war waged, every deal struck. They call me Mimir, smartest man alive. And I have the answer to your every question.
Why does the son of Odin hunt us?
Okay, there are a few gaps in my knowledge. But Odin's had me imprisoned here for 109 winters. I'm a clever lad. I can piece it together. Promise. Just given time.
Nobody there, just like I said.
The boy's mother is dead. She wished her...
She wanted us to spread her ashes on the highest peak in all the realms.
Oh, then you've come to the wrong place, little brother. The highest peak in all the realms is not here in Midgard. It's in Jotunheim, realm of the giants.
No!
That could not be what she meant.
Take a look. This is the last known bridge to Jotunheim in all the realms. See that mountain? Looks like a giant's finger scraping the sky. That's the highest peak in all the realms. No here.
Can't we just take that bridge? We have a Bifrost.
When the giants destroyed all other bridges to their realm, they locked this one up with a secret rune. If it still exists, only a giant would know it.
And all of them left Midgard a long time ago.
True. But today, the winds of fate have kicked up a strange vortex of coincidence. Fact is, there's only one person alive who can get you where you need to go. And luckily for you, my schedule's wide open.
We're going to Jotunheim, right?
It's your best and only move from a tactical standpoint. It's the one place the man who cannot be killed won't follow you.
What do we do?
Yes!
First, you need to cut off my head.
Wait, what?
Odin made sure that no weapon, not even Thor's hammer, could free my body from these bonds. But fortunately, you don't need my body. The trick is, we need to find someone who can reanimate my head using the old magic.
Old magic. There's a witch of the woods. She knows the old ways.
And she'll help. She might do. Worth a try.
But if she fails, he will be dead.
He tortures me, you know. Every day, brother. Odin himself sees to it personally, and believe me, there is no end to his creativity. Every single day. This isn't living.
Very well.
Oh, I can't watch this.
बच्चे सैड हो जा तेरी
Mother.
चीज नहीं है देखने के लिए अभी बहुत
In case
छोटा
you
है
can't
अभी
resurrect me, there's something you need to know. The boy, the longer you wait to tell him his true nature, the more damage you do. He will resent you, and you may lose him forever.
There's much about me I would not have him know.
So you value your privacy more than your son, eh?
I'm going to cut off your head now.
ओके
Fair enough.
चलो कट करते इसका हेड ओ भाई साहब ओके हो गया इतना डिफिकल्ट नहीं था इसका हेड उसके जिस्म से सेपरेट करना क्रेटस है क्रेटस ने कर दिया चलिए इसको भी लेते ये बहुत काम आएगा ये बंदा क्योंकि जैसे इसने बोला
Yona! We're going to Yona! We're going to find the long-lost
smartest
realm of the
person in the world
giants.
है
That's...
Inconvenient.
ओके स्क्रेट को खोलते
what I was going to say.
कुछ काम का निकल जाए
Soon we'll be able to translate those Muspelheim runes.
एक सेकंड तो हम यहाँ से ट्रैवल नहीं कर सकते ये यहाँ पे खुल गया था ओके कुछ नहीं हो सकता यहाँ पे चलिए अभी नीचे जाएंगे इसका हेड तरह से देखता हूँ ये काला क्यों हो गया सारा मर गया क्या मरा तो नहीं होगा बस ऐसे
Do you remember the way to the witch's house?
Yes. The woods with the blood red leaves. South of the lake. I know just where to go. We made it back from Alfheim and can bring Mimir back.
एक सेकंड लगेगा कुछ हो चॉकलेट्स नहीं है इस साइड पे कुछ नहीं ओके एक क्रेट पड़ा हुआ है इसको खोलते अगर अभी तक हमारा गेम प्ले अच्छा लग रहा है तो प्लीज़ 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 लाइक शेयर और सब्सक्राइब करना ना भूलिए चलिए हमारी स्टोरी कंटिन्यू करते हैं अभी हम शॉर्टकट करेंगे ट्रैवल। ओके, जाना कहाँ पे है? ये हमारा लोकेशन है।
Look at this place. This must be a branch of the World Tree.
Boy, stay on the path.
ओके चलिए, हमारे रास्ते पे चलते हैं।
Yes.
One of
बच्चे
Odin's
कहाँ पे रह गए? आ जाओ,
Thor's
फॉलो करो।
If we can raise the head, you can ask him.
atreus,
You know,
जल्दी
it's
करो,
silly.
टाइम नहीं है हमारे पास।
Leave Midgard, except for the serpent. Maybe the last of us. Maybe the last of our kind too.
My kind.
A mother, a father.
Now is not the time for that.
Yes, sir.
ओके, हमारे लिए दरवाज़ा खुल गया। यही दरवाज़ा है, यहाँ से जाएंगे।
Rock! Rock! Rock!
What? I'm on a fucking break.
ओह भाई
Don't hear me
साहब,
screeching at you
ये
whenever
बंदा
you're
बहुत
twiddling
गाली
your
देता है,
short and
इसलिए
curlies.
पहले बोला था।
Leave him, boy.
No, Pep. Well, you already soiled my solitude, so you may as well join me.
खा रहे हैं।
I'm not hungry.
Good. It's not what I was offering.
Saw your brother again.
Congratulations. And I'm sure you'll let him go and roger my axe good and plenty again, hmm? Let's see the damage. Little canker throat wouldn't know proper weight and balance if it were dangling off his chut. You eating well enough?
I guess.
Good.
काम हो गया,
All better.
बहुत अच्छे।
Now what the fuck else you want, huh? Times he gets so wrapped up in his work, so he hasn't the sense to sip or sup. If he does remember, good luck getting him to cook his own meat. Guess I got all the stomach in the family. Along with the smarts.
You miss him.
What, that spit-fister? What do you...
I just mean
Hey,
that.
do you mind? Trying to concentrate here, already on a break from my break. You hitting the road or...
ओके, यहाँ से जाते हैं। ये बंदा ऐसी बहुत बात ही करता है। अच्छा नहीं लगता इसका। पागल है।
Boy, what is the path back to the witch?
चलो जाते हैं अभी। विच के पास फिर से जाते हैं, उसके घर। चलिए, यहाँ से बोट होगा ना हमारा। एक सेकंड, हमारा बोट कहाँ पे है अभी?
Can't read these either. They're different than the others.
या इस साइड से होगा, दरवाज़ा खोलेंगे। नहीं, ओके, रह गए हमारा बोट वहाँ पे। चले जाते हैं बोट पे फिर से। लेट्स गो।
You remember the way back to the witch from here.
That way, behind the big statue of Thor. Did you see something out there? That tower.
I see no tower.
Maybe I'm seeing things.
हाँ मैंने देखा.
I wish we could have gone on a trip like this with Mother. She could fight, couldn't she?
Yes, she fought beautifully.
एक सेकंड में शायद गलत जा रहा हूँ.
I wonder if the world serpent even knows part of his body's lying over here. So, know any good stories to pass the time?
What kind of story?
I don't know. Mother always had stories. Weren't you told me when you were a boy?
There was a man I knew long ago. His stories were brief and purposeful.
Sounds fun. Do you remember any?
There was one that concerned a hare and a tortoise. Old. We will finish that later.
Okay.
क्या वापस जाते हैं बोट पे?
So what story were you going to tell?
There was one that concerned a hare and a tortoise.
Like the witch's house?
Okay.
Unlikely.
हमारे अंदर witch के
So what happens?
They wager on a race between
witch के
them.
घर.
The hare is too confident of victory and foolish, while the tortoise is steady and disciplined. The tortoise wins.
You haven't told a lot of stories, have you?
Kratos story सुनना तो नहीं, Kratos stories बनाता है. मगर क्या करे वो बच्चा है, वो उसका बाप है, तो क्या कर सकते हैं Kratos?
You want to dock here?
एक सेकंड. नहीं हो रहा था. Sorry.
Huh?
The water dropped.
And the serpent rose. Right. I know she's really powerful, but you really think the witch can bring a head back to life?
She seems competent in her craft, and we have nothing to lose.
If she can't bring it back to life, can we keep the head?
No, but you may feed it to the fish.
Okay.
ये तो कोई खिलौना नहीं है ना. इसके साथ खेल सकता है.
Hey, this does more than decipher those Muspelheim runes. It also contains the travel rune. Turn back Aesir. Guess the gods aren't welcome here. There he is! I hope he remembers us.
ओके अभी हम विचर के पास आ गए और उससे जिंदा करवाएंगे वापस.
Boy,
Huh. Neat.
ओके चलो जाते हैं अभी विचर के पास. देखते हैं कि वो क्या बोलती है.
what is that name?
Or what it sounded like in my head.
फिनिश हो गया ना. और एक
What does it say?
ओके किचू अभी अभी अपने वो घर से निकल गया क्योंकि उसको पता था कि एनिमी उससे पहले नहीं आई थी. अभी अब जब मैंने सब
What does it
finish
say?
कर दिया तो अभी आ गया.
Sir.
दरवाजा खोल दिया. देखते अगर ऐसा कुछ मिल गया हमको काम का. ये रास्ता बंद है. ओके यार वेस्ट नहीं करते हमारा टाइम और अंदर जाते हैं इसके घर. काम की बात करते हैं अभी. चलिए आ जाए. ओके इस काम के इंतजार था. Let's go.
Father, she is here! It's so good to see you again. I knew you weren't dead.
Hello.
Oh, can you bring a head back to life?
I'm not sure I understand what... Wait. Where did you get those? The arrows. Give them to me, now.
They were a gift.
Do as she says, boy.
These arrows are dangerous. They're wicked. You find any more, you destroy them, understand? Do you understand? Say it!
I understand. If I see them, I'll destroy them.
It's all I ask. Forgive me. Please, take my arrows in their place. I have no need for them anymore. Now, what's this about a head? Do you have any idea who this is? Did you kill him?
At his request. He claimed you could revive him.
Me? Are you sure you heard him right?
Please?
Take him to the table.
क्यों नहीं लेकर आए?
Himmler. It's been a long time since I've practiced the old magic. Hold him there.
Old magic.
Let's have a look.
उससे हो जाएगा इसका काम.
Well, thankfully his head hasn't decayed much and his brain is still intact. Nice
क्या
clean
लगा रही है?
cut. Cutting off his head of all people.
आई क्या खिला रही है?
I sure
इसको?
hope you know what you're doing.
हाँ, क्या गन खिलाया?
Now, hold his head under the water and don't let go. I mean it. That's enough.
उसको भी अच्छा नहीं लगा जो उसने उसको खिलाया.
It worked!
Let me see him. Mimir? You there?
Yes.
Good.
Oh,
ओ भाई साहब ये क्या किया?
hello, Freya. Been a long time. You look well.
What I did for them. As far as I'm concerned, death suits you better.
I'd bow if I could, Your Majesty. Forgive me. Had I known the witch in the woods was Freya herself, I never would have suggested this.
Freya? The goddess Freya?
You didn't know either? Sorry.
When word gets out that Mimir is free, the wrath of Odin won't be far behind.
You are God.
Leader of the Vanir, once, yes. But no longer.
You did not think it important to tell me.
Are you really going to lecture me about that?
वो खुद ही बच्चे को नहीं बताया तो
We are leaving, boy.
But
Now.
क्रेटोस को अच्छा नहीं लगा. मगर क्या कर सकते
You're
हैं?
welcome.
उसकी मर्जी है ना. फोर्स नहीं कर सकते किसी को उसकी ट्रू नेचर बताने में. क्रेटोस भी नहीं कर रहा है अपने बच्चे को.
We cannot trust her.
हाँ ये बात हम नहीं यार.
Have I taught you nothing, boy? She lied.
Some people value their privacy. Best not to judge, brother.
When I require your counsel head, I will ask.
Fair enough. Get me to Tyr's temple in the Lake of the Nine, and I'll get you to Jotunheim as promised. Only the last living giant in Midgard. Who better to tell us the way?
do you know how to talk to him?
Indeed. He speaks an obscure tongue more ancient even than these mountains. None are left in Midgard who speak it. Except, of course, for me.
You do?
That's true. You wouldn't know it to look at him, but Jormungandr is a sparkling conversationalist.
और करते. ये कैसा है?
Our enemies are strong.
Okay,
There should
दो
be
गए
one
ना?
more.
एक और बाकी है. तीसरा. याद रख सकते हैं. क्या करे क्या करे.
Atreus, follow me.
पास अभी हमारे पास वो पावर नहीं है। क्या यूज कर सकते हैं?
Oh, very smart.
ओके, मुझे वो चीज क्रिस्टल चाहिए। मैं यहाँ से क्रिस्टल लूँ। यहाँ हमारे जाके अभी ऊपर। हो गया।
That was the last one.
चलिए अभी देखते हैं क्या निकलता है यहाँ से। कुछ अच्छी सी चीज़ मिल जाए। ओके, 3 हो गए ना, तो इससे हमारा मैक्सिमम रेट ओ भाई साहब, देखा रेट इंक्रीज हो गया। यहाँ पे एक चीज़ और मैंने देखा था, नोटिस किया था। वापस जाऊँगा, उसको देखूँगा। शायद अभी हम दरवाजे खोल सकते हैं क्या? नहीं।
Boy,
Hey, it's another treasure map. This is locked up good.
ओके, नहीं कर सकते, हमारे पास कुछ भी नहीं है दरवाज़ा खोलने के लिए। शायद अच्छा नहीं आ सकती है आगे आगे जाते हुए। अभी फिलहाल नहीं है।
focus up, boy.
Look out, behind us!
इसको लेके पुश कर सकते हो। उस साइड पे होंगे, चलो पुश करते हैं। मिसिंग है यहाँ पे? क्या मिसिंग है? क्या मिसिंग है? नीचे नहीं जा सकते ना? ओके, ट्रेस यहाँ से जाएगा। तो उसको तो यहाँ से भी पुश करेंगे।
Almost there. It is. It's another one of those sand bowls. There are different runes written along the side of this one.
Boy,
Yes, sir.
ओके, हमने तुम्हारा काम कर दिया, जॉब डन। अब ये ट्रीज के सर पे के इसके बाद ये भी काम कर देंगे। नाइस, उसने भी कर दिया। रास्ता खुल गया। ओके, वेट है। क्या मिल गया? इससे क्या होगा? ओके, चलिए वापस जाते हैं। मिशन क्या? सब कुछ क्रेडिट्स कर दिया या इस एरिया से। तो अभी जाते हैं वापस, यहाँ से निकलते हैं। इसको जाते हैं बोर्ड की ओर, और बोर्ड पे बैठेंगे और यहाँ से निकलते हैं फटाफट। आप लोग को ऐसी वीडियोस देखनी है और तो आप अच्छे सही जगह पे आए हो। ये मेरा चैनल है। इससे पहले चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कीजिए, लाइक कीजिए और शेयर कीजिए अपने दोस्तों के साथ। अगर हमारी गेम प्ले अच्छी लग रही है, आप लोगों को पसंद आ रहा है, जैसे मैं बोल रहा हूँ, फिर मैं खेल रहा हूँ, वॉइस ओवर जो कर रहा हूँ उसके ऊपर नहीं कर रहा हूँ, वैसे मैं जब खेल रहा हूँ तो उसके साथ ही बात कर रहा हूँ और उसके साथ रिकॉर्ड करते हैं फिर आप लोग के। ओके, वो मैं करता हूँ, जो मैं एडिटिंग करता हूँ, वो दूसरी बात है। लेकिन अगर आप लोग को ऐसी वीडियो पसंद है, पसंद लगती है देखना, एंजॉय करते हो, प्लीज़ बस लाइक कीजिए, शेयर कीजिए और कमेंट कीजिए। और हाँ, मैं अच्छी अच्छी वीडियो, अच्छी अच्छी गेम प्ले लेकर आऊँगा, अच्छी अच्छी गेम्स की, तो बस प्लीज़ सपोर्ट कीजिए। पहले सपोर्ट मिलेगा तो फिर
Why did Frey spin your face?
no. Speak of Balder. He claims nothing harms him.
Aye, Balder is blessed with invulnerability to all threats, physical or magical.
Boasting of a god. Everyone has a weakness.
Not him, I'm afraid. Balder is blessed with invulnerability to all threats, physical or magical.
You just said that, Mimir.
Did I?
What is the source of this power?
Well, as I recall, it involved, spell?
Mimir?
Parts of my brain must still be coming back to life. Just need a moment to finish waking up.
Hope he's not broken.
ओके, अभी हम वापस जा रहे हैं कैफ से बाहर। अंदर बहुत अंधेरा था।
Mimir, we're on the lake.
Perfect. Dock us near the bridge.
Ed, how do we speak to the serpent?
There's a horn on a platform at the middle point of the bridge. Take me to it.
ओके इसका काम अभी आ गया अभी हम उस होंग को बचाएंगे मैं नहीं वो मेरे बचाएगा
Good. Now put my lips to the horn.
ओके अच्छी बात है कि फ्रेंड ही है हमारे
Why is he doing that?
Odin had that statue made in honor of Thor. And seeing as the world serpent absolutely abhors the fat dauber, he was probably sick of looking at it.
But doesn't that hurt?
Well, he and Thor have a bit of an unpleasant history between them. Or they will, anyway. So I guess waking up to see it was worse than the thought of lumps of solid stone passing through his gullet. You want me to ask him?
No. Our only concern is Jotunheim.
All right, wish me luck. Oh, ha ha ha! You I've still got it, lads. He remembers me. Why you? Oh no, that's not right. Makuna huntun kun. Aon ekono tunno vunora. He knows the pain of your loss. He will help you. Ethniun Fogur. Curious.
What is it?
Oh, nothing to be concerned about.
What is he doing?
Making sure we're headed in the right direction. Listen closely now. We need two things to get us into the land of the giants. First, we need to learn the travel rune that opens realm travel to Jotunheim. Second, we need to carve that rune into the special gateway.
That one of the people we first met you?
Correct. Except the giants, in their infinite wisdom, saw to it that no ordinary chisel would do the job. Only the tip of a magical chisel opens that gate. Luckily, I know where it is, and it's not far.
He looked kind of mad for a moment there.
Now that, you thought I said you were friends of Odin. You'll forgive me. I've never spoken the ancient tongue sober.
वो शुक्रिया आपका दोस्त मिलेंगे फिर से
Wait, look!
बाद में
The water's dropped even further. You can see more of the realm towers and statues. I even see new places to explore along the shore.
Where is this chisel?
Find me a boat, and we'll go from there.
ओके बोट पे फिर से जाते
So when we get to the boat, we can have a look for that special chisel now.
Which way to the chisel?
ओके
Keep rowing towards the statues of the oarsmen, then thread past between them.
यहाँ पे रास्ता है यहाँ जा सकते हैं
Mimir, you never did tell me why Freya spit in your face.
Well, she blames me in large measure for her present circumstances, and not totally without reason. It all goes back to the long war between the Aesir and Vanir. Prior to that, wars for the Aesir were easily won. but the Vanir had proved their equal and exacted devastating damage. Both sides suffered tremendous losses, and for many of us, quite frankly, war was simply no fun anymore, but a rather senseless waste of precious life.
Enough. No stories. Not while on foot. Our focus is the road.
Come.
You who walks among the living, my beloved Gulvig calls to me. She yearns for peace, yet her remains lie in pieces. I beg of you, make my Gulvig whole again.
You want us to collect her bones?
Gulvig's Sather magic knows no bounds.
Really? How?
Boy.
I can smell your grief, child.
Boy, we are leaving.
They've taken 3 of Gulvig's bones.
Okay, quiero ir a pe golpe.
Good. The special chisel is ahead past this gate.
Why?
Graham? We can talk to Mom again. If we keep an eye out
Look
while
if you wish, boy. I will not be distracted by this fool's errand.
दरवाजा हमने खोल दिया, उसके बाद थोड़ा सा फाइट हुआ। कोई बात नहीं, फाइट ही होते हैं।
This chisel we seek, what is it?
I'm glad you asked, actually. I have just the story for you. There was a giant once named Thamur. A very giant, who, despite his mountainous size, was without question the greatest stonemason this world had ever seen. Proud Thamur hoped to one day pass his vast knowledge on to his son. But young Hrimthur had the heart of a warrior. Perhaps the father had too much fear in him, or the son too little. Either way, a quarrel of theirs spiraled out of control, and the overworked stonemason, bonk, struck his son. Hrimthur ran off into the night. Feeling shame and regret, Thamur chased after his son, but in his emotional state soon found himself wandering Midgard, lost and alone. Sadly, he caught the eye of the one person he didn't want to meet alone that night, so far from home. Thor.
And what happened next?
You'll see.
Thor killed him. Oh no. He fell in the village?
Aye. When Thamur fell, he crushed a charming place famed for worshipping the Vanir god Njord. Thor always took credit for planning that one. The truth is, the sweaty ballbag just got lucky.
ओके गाइस, तो बस चलिए इस पार्ट को यहाँ पे एंड करते। फिर मिलते हैं नए एपिसोड पे, नेक्स्ट पार्ट में। उम्मीद करते हो आप सबको ये वीडियो अच्छी लगी होगी, और प्लीज़ चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कीजिए, लाइक कीजिए और शेयर कीजिए अपने दोस्तों के साथ। बहुत हेल्प करते हैं हमारे चैनल को जब भी आप सब करते हो ये 3 ऑप्शंस। और हाँ, बेल नोटिफिकेशन को भी भूलना ना भूलिएगा,
Are we attacking?
क्योंकि उससे पहले जब मैं वो नई वीडियो डालता हूँ तो आपको नोटिफिकेशन आएगा कि मैंने नई वीडियो डाली है, तो फिर आप फटाफट से उस पर क्लिक करके देख सकते हो हमारी नई वीडियो। ओके, तो चलिए मिलते हैं फिर नेक्स्ट एपिसोड पे। तब तक के लिए टेक केयर, बाय बाय, सी यू इन द नेक्स्ट वन, पीस।